friends, it's Nancy, and I'm here to do a flip through. So I have created this beast of a book. I think that's probably pretty close to 2 3/4 inches across. It is 11 signatures with a curved hollow back spine. And it's a very masculine junk journal. And if you caught my earlier video, I talked about Blair Lodge School, which was a school in Scotland. So the fabric that I've used here for the spine is Tim Holtz fabric, and it's cigar bands. That's the name of the fabric, and it's images of cigar bands going across. The back also is stamped Blair Lodge School, but the original title of the book was The Life of Samuel Taylor Coleridge. So what I've done here is, in terms of keeping it masculine, my plan was to avoid, all the things I love, sewing and buttons and that sort of thing. Well, guess what? There's sewing and buttons and stuff. The inside cover is actually the fly leaf from the original book, this beautiful marbled paper. And I've done that both front and back. So that is great that I was able to salvage that. The first page has the title page from the original book, and it says 1887. Just making sure I'm still somewhat in frame. I think I am. Okay. And I adhered it to this piece of scrapbook paper. So this is Tim Holtz scrapbook paper. And I chose this paper because it has arithmetic tables on it and graph paper. And, just sort of memorialize the fact that this was a school book. Each of the 11 signatures starts with a chapter of the original book, Life of Samuel Taylor Coleridge. And I have stitched a little piece of fabric, some more of the Tim Holtz fabric, and I've stitched on 2 metal buttons on each of the 11 signatures. So let's get going. This is some vintage composition paper. This is from an old dictionary. I've just done a little collage down here. This is some writing paper, ledger. This is paper that was a fly leaf from a book about Scotland. There's a total of 308 pages in here. It's mostly writing space, with a few exceptions, and we'll get to those. So here's a little collage down here that includes an actual cigar band, and this is an illustration for a device for a bicycle, and some coffee stained paper. Here is a little tuck spot. I don't have anything handy to tuck in it, but that's what you would tuck in there. And this is another genuine cigar band. Signature 2, chapter 2. The washi tape that I use is also Tim Holtz, and it is cigar band. I've got 2 different ones. So one is red and green and the other one is brown and green. I've used a reprint of the Eaton's catalog from 1901-1902. This is from a sketchbook, and I have this vintage paper clip that I got recently in a haul. It has a triangular shape, and this is a faux cabinet card that I made that's embellished with another cigar band. This is an illustration from a chum's book. I still didn't look up the date. So this has amateur soccer club uniforms. So from the the research I've done, Blair School was distinguished by its sports. It was a major part of the school life, and they had a large 100-acre school ground. This is tea-dyed paper. Done another little image here of soccer players and another cigar band. So here's the other washi tape that has the cigar band image. This is from a vintage stamp album, and I chose Canada because I'm kind of going between Canada and Scotland, because somehow that Scottish book got here. Ledger. Here's another faux cabinet card, and I made this little journaling card from a vintage receipt. This is an image of Scottish currency from years gone by, and this is a real cigarette card, and it shows a soldier with a kilt and sporran, and I backed it onto some card. And it just tucks in here. Some more catalog. A little collage here of a man playing soccer, and another coffee dyed paper and cigar band. Some more metal buttons. And we're into chapter 3. This is writing paper. Sketch paper. This is from the reprint of the catalog. Here we have a tip out. So this is a postcard, and I covered it with paper so that it could be used for journaling. And the fabric that I used came from a kit that came with sewing lessons back in, I believe, the 1950s. So the lesson that this was for was how to sew with plaids. So I had thought, oh, I'll use that because we're talking about Scotland. So this map came from a very old geography book, and here I put a little picture. This is actually an image of a carton or a package of cigarettes that has a piper. Yeah, he's got bagpipes. And some coffee dyed paper there. This is an actual cigar label. So this page that the map is on had a tiny little puncture in it. So I just folded the cigar band in half and glued it on there, like sort of like a tab. And then I added this image of another tobacco not advertisement, packaging. That's for the word. This is sort of like tape from a cigar box. And I've made another little tuck spot using a faux cabinet card and an actual cigar band. This is a picture I cut from a book of a man playing golf. And that just tucks in there. And a man playing golf here. Another signature, number 4. And here I've used another image of currency from the Bank of Scotland. This is a Tim Holtz paper doll. I made this tag using an image of these men on bicycles. And he's a little tuck spot. So that tag just can tuck, well, anything can tuck behind his head. He's not going anywhere. Another little cabinet card of men engaged in fisticuffs. This is a genuine postcard from 1897. So here's to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Victoria. So you would put the address on this side and then write your message on the back. So this is genuine. Just tucks in there. More catalog. This is an image from that Chums book. Here is another Tim Holtz paper doll and an image of packaging from tobacco, and this guy's wearing a kilt. Some vintage dictionary. Oh no, this isn't dictionary, this is catalog. Sorry. Here we have another tuck spot right up here. These gents are curling, which is both a Canadian and a Scottish sport. I just made this little collage down here, piece of a receipt and a fussy cut image of Pushmore. Another little tuck spot, faux cabinet card with cigar band. You'd think I'd be able to say that now that I've said it 30 times. And these are just two little tags that you can use for journaling that I've got tucked in there. This is a really old looking button. It's pretty banged up. We're in the 5th signature. So this, I made a little collage here, and this is just a little place that you can tuck a paper or something. This is the actual spine of the book, and I've put fabric on the back and Mod Podged it to protect it. Added a little grommet and some vintage seam binding. So that will be going with the book. This page is an Canadian immigration form. You'll get a better look at it on the other side. Here's some gents playing lacrosse, which is actually the national Canadian game. No. Canada's national game. That's what I want to say. This little piece actually is this came from a book about hockey. So this is a schedule. It's like a facsimile of a schedule for hockey from 1907, 1908. And I just added a couple pieces of ledger there to make a little booklet. And I just think it's really interesting because it's got, you know, somebody's handwriting in here. That just tucks in there. Here's the rest of that Canadian Immigration Service form. Another little tuck spot, and this is an index card that a salesman would use. So you would keep the name of your business contacts, who their purchasing agent is, and the kinds of things that they would use. So this would have been a company that sells office equipment, stationary equipment. Now we're into 6. This one here, it's so old, it's turning green. The copper's turned green on it. This is another piece from Chum's book. Here we have another postcard of a castle in Scotland. I've just backed it with some paper and stitched it on there. Notebook paper, writing paper. This is the catalog, and it shows boxing gloves and barbells and basketballs, footballs. Oh, here are these doing exercises. Skates, fencing goods. Yeah, there's the basketball. There's the 7th signature. And we've got some sketch paper, notebook paper. This is dictionary paper. This is part of an old map. Well, it's an image of an old map of Scotland. But I've layered on some coffee dyed paper, and this is an actual cigarette card showing the colors and the cap badge of the 1st Battalion of Lancashire Fusiliers. And this is from that hockey book, and it's a facsimile of a telegraph to the Winnipeg hockey team. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Long may Cup remain in Winnipeg. And the back can be used for journaling. Chapter 8, or Signature 8. Here's some more of that. The thistle. There's bagpipes on there, as well as a backhander. So it's got Scottish and sports. Here we are playing a game of, I don't know, could be soccer, could be rugby. I guess it's soccer, that's pretty round. And this is an actual invoice sheet from the 1920s from a company that sold tires and inner tubes and things for vehicles. And I backed that onto some cards so that it could be used for journaling. Chapter 9. I love shoes. Here's another postcard. I've backed it with paper to be used as for journaling as a tip out. Chapter 10. Oh, getting taken or half out of the middle. Okay. Dictionary paper, notebook paper. This is, it's not hockey. I think it's shinny. I want to say it's shinny. I might be wrong. But here we got some gentlemen playing golf. They don't have a bag for their golf clubs though. They're just carrying them. I've backed that with some book page, old book page. I think it's shinny. Oh, I got two things pinned here. Catalog page. This is sketch paper. Another one of those triangular paper clips. And this is another cigarette card. And this one shows a barber's pole. So you know the meaning of the barber's pole? Nope. And our 11th signature. Again, we've got composition book paper. Here's dictionary paper with a Scotsman in his kilt. Wondering if he's au militaire. Some more thistle from that book about clan tartans. And ledger. And a final postcard that has an image of Scotland, and this is Heather, and it flips out. I've backed it with some vintage ledger paper for journaling. And that's the end of our journal. So I just want to point out that I've put these gold colored paper fasteners, brads, just because it kind of reminded me of nails. Like I just felt very masculine. So if you're seeing this journal, it's been listed and it's on my Etsy shop. There's a link below. Go over and take a look. I've also posted a few other things this week, and I will be posting a couple more things this morning at the same time as I'm posting this. So there will be a few things that are new to you. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. I will talk to you again soon.